See, you know, there is another load balancer called traffic manager. You know, there is a load balancer called traffic manager. That is nothing but it is DNS based traffic manager. What is the meaning of that? Let me show you. You already know what is a traffic DNS. You know,
right.
Now, let me show you. Can you see this picture?
Yes.
So here, in normal load balancer, how you will route the traffic to the VMs?
Backend.
No. How you will route?
Routing.
Is,
Okay.
Routing. How the load balancer takes the decision?
Right.
Health probe is there. Do you remember what is health probe?
Yes. It'll maintain the conditions of a server VMs, all the VMs.
It will check whether
yes,
it has
everything is good.
It has the capacity to take more without any delay or latency. Yeah. So, and there is only one thing in normal load balancer. That load balancer will only check health probe of each and every VM. But here we can have a control over the routing method. Routing method means by using which laws you're actually going to reroute the traffic. In normal load balancer, only one routing method, which is health probe. But if it in our this traffic manager, we are having 6 different routing methods. Okay. What is the routing method?
No idea.
Routing method means how a load balancer will take a decision. If 10 requests come to it, how it should reroute the traffic to. So how it is taking the decision.
Like so when traffic is more, then you have to take another next way.
Yes, that is one way. That means that is just checking the health probe. Not only that, there are some other methods also there. For example, let me show you. If the routing method is priority, what is the meaning of priority? For example, you are having 2 VMs, okay? VM1 and VM2. There are 2 VMs, one VM. Now, here, when we create these VMs, do we have the same configuration or we can have different configurations for those VMs? Anything possible, same or different. We don't have any kind of so depending upon the budget and all those things, we will create.
Right.
If both are different configured VMs, one is very high configured VM, the other one is a little bit low configured VM. So which VM should get more requests?
High configuration.
High God, because it has the most capacity. Correct?
Right.
Then what you need to do, you need to give priority 1 to it. Why I have given priority 1 to VM1?
High configuration.
High con, that is it. Very simple. When you assign routing method as priority, you have to assign priority to your VMs. But when you will go or opt this particular method, when you will opt this method, you know the VMs are not having of the same size. You get my point?
Right.
Guys, did you get my point, bro?
Yes.
When we already know the VMs are not of the same size, then routing, the best routing method which you need to select is priority. Because you know that, right?
Yeah, because of configuration.
Yeah. Now, second, performance. What is the meaning of performance? By the word, the VM performance. When you will opt this, when both the VMs are having, both are how many? We don't know the number in our backend. So if 2 or 3 or 4, if each and every VM has the same capacity, then you should go with the performance, correct?
Okay.
You get my point?
Yes.
So for example, at this particular point, VM1 may perform well, but after 5 minutes, VM2 may perform well. After another 10 minutes, VM3 may perform well, correct? At that particular time, whose performance is good, to that VM, the traffic will be rerouted. Understood?
Yes.
Now, there is a third method called geological. What is the meaning of that? Guys, in real time, we'll only use these 2. We never use these 4 because a lot of disadvantages are there with these 4, but I'll explain what are those. First of all, geological. Very simple. You are having 2 VMs. One in Australia, Southeast Australia. Second is US, for example. Why you have created these 2 VMs in 2 different regions? Because my company has 2 branches. My company clients are there. There is a business who has main base in US and Australia. There will be client for this business in US as well as in Australia. When you select geological, what will happen? If the request comes from US, the answer will come from US VM. If the request comes from Australia, then the answer will come from Australia VM. Did you get my point?
Yes.
But there is a problem with it. What is the problem? For example, there is US and Australia. You are having 1,000 current users in US and 10 users in Australia. Now another 1,000 have come. Generally, all 1,000 have come from US. If you have selected geological, which VM should receive them?
USA.
USA. But actually, if you look at the actual scenario, USA VM is already processing 1,000 requests. Australia VM is very empty. It's only 10 requests. Correct?
Okay.
In an ideal scenario, those 1,000 should go to Australia VM. Are you getting my point?
Correct.
Did you get this point?
Yes.
So,
yes.
so geological, and if you look at the priority as well, guys, what is the problem with the priority? Now, VM1 has high priority, VM2 has low priority. What you have done, currently 1,000 requests have come because VM1 has a high priority. You have given 600 to VM1, 400 to VM2. Again, 1,000 come. Then what you have done? Again, 600, 400, 600, 400. What will happen?
The high configuration VM will get
the performance will be impacted. Na?
Yes,
After some time, it will not work properly. Correct or not?
Correct, definitely.
Yeah. So then, okay, that is the reason, guys. What we all need to do, along with these things, we have to always select health probe. Health probe also. What is the meaning of health probe? Though we have to look at the priority, you should look at the health of the VM as well. You get my point?
Correct.
So yeah, I'll explain that when we create it. Next, subnet. What is the meaning of subnet? Multi-value, guys. If you select multi-value, combination of any 2 or 3 depending on the situation. So yeah, we never use it. Forget about that. But as a theory, multi-value means you can combine, and that decision will be taken by the traffic manager, how it will combine depending on the situation. And subnet. Subnet is a little bit different. For example,
IP, yeah.
Subnet means there is a company which has 2 branches, Australia and America. And Australia branch, there are 1,000 employees. In America branch, again, there are 1,000 employees. Now, what happened? All 1,000 employees are in their offices and they have a virtual network, all their systems connected to them. If you know, when we create a VM, we will create that inside of its virtual network, correct?
Okay.
You know that? When we create it, there is a virtual network and there is a subnet as well.
Right.
If you want to select a virtual network, then subnet.
Right.
When you will select subnet, if it is an internal application, use it by the employees of the company. And guys, here I have 2 VMs. One VM configured in US branch, other VM in Australia branch. And both the VMs are configured in the same virtual network where the employees' systems have been connected. Did you get my point? Did you get my point, Rahul?
Yes, yes.
So then what will happen? US branch employees should get answer from US subnet VM because the VM and them both are there in the same subnet. Are you getting my point? Same virtual net, they are there.
Right.
Then, guys, there won't be any sort of latency. There could be 10,000 members or 1 lakh members because it is in the VM is in the same virtual network subnet. What will happen? All should get an answer from that particular subnet VM only. You get my point?
Yes.
So that is subnet. Weighted, same priority, guys. Weighted means distributing it in a proper manner. For example, VM1 weight 75, VM2 weight 25. What is the meaning of that? If 3 should be taken by the VM1, 1 should be by VM2.
Okay. 3
is 1 because 75, 25. You get my point.
Okay.
So in weightage, you will assign a weightage. If you assign 60, 40, if 10
depending on weightage.
Yeah, 6 and 4.
Okay. Yes.
And here, okay, what is the advantage of this traffic manager? The first advantage, it is very fast. When you configure a normal load balancer, the performance of an application, if you configure that with a traffic manager, it will be very fast when you compare with the normal load balancer. And why? The reason, all traffic managers configured in the DNS zone. So whenever, what is the DNS zone? Where you will assign the URL to the IP, correct?
Right.
So there you will configure your traffic manager. And that's the reason your application, there won't be any delay, any latency. So if you are having a very big application, a lot of users are there, then guys, it is better to create traffic manager than the load balancer. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
Okay, how to create that? Very easy. First, we need to create a DNS zone. And you know what is a DNS zone?
Yes.
Let me duplicate it and let me create 2 VMs as well. Okay, we all know if there is an app service, do we have an IP for it?
Yes.
Yes, if you go to custom domain there, we can see correct.
Yes.
Okay. Our VMs, what will it have?
Our VM is IP.
IP. But can we have a domain name for VM? Domain name means some
That
name.
is for DNS name. We have to purchase it.
No, not that one. By default, any app service will have a domain name and
Yes. App service will have a domain name. Yeah.
And by default, and
yes.
one IP as well, correct?
Right.
Same in the same manner, VM will also can also have a domain name. And traffic manager, if you are using traffic manager, we can't use IPs, we have to use the domain names. Then what we need to do, after you create your VM, you have to assign a domain name to it. Did you get my point?
Without purchasing?
No, don't purchase, you can create one.
Okay.
Random domain name. If you
all
our app services will have a default domain name, not
right? Like that. Yeah.
Like that. But here you have created that. It changed. Okay, the structure it has changed. Do you remember? Earlier it was not like this.
Okay.
Earlier when we have created the UI was not like this. Do you remember?
Records said it was like what happened?
It has a lot of it has some lot of new features. This DNS you can see the record sets here under DNS management. Okay. Earlier, whenever you click the DNS, we would see that, but now you have to go here and click it. Nothing, just they've changed the placement. Okay. Now what you will be doing generally? What you all need to do? You have to give
add that IP.
You need to add some IP, but here I can't add.
Get the VM we got, no? That VM we have to add it, right?
Yeah, not VM guys. Here you need to add your domain name.
Yes, okay.
Domain name you have to add. Okay. Let us add the data. First, what we need to do? You have to create
this IP, public IP.
You have this. Again, the change. Just to need guys. Remember this location, guys. Again, they have changed it. Okay. Can you see under you click on your IP? Under your IP, there is configuration. Can you see that? Okay. And here you have to type a domain name. Whatever, for example, it is VM1 domain name. Give any name. So your new domain name will be VM1 domain name 123.japanbase.cloudapp.azure.com. Okay. What is this?
Default domain name
of your VM. Okay. Correct. How did you get there? Click on your public IP and go to the configuration. There you can add. Now, let me create another VM. Meanwhile, let us do one thing. Let me connect.
VM2, right?
That is VM2. So let me go to VM1. We have to install what?
IIS.
Here, let me do the same thing. When I forgot the pass. Do you remember that?
Password? No, sir.
Generally, I'll give the same password.
Oh my God.
Actually, I can reset here.
Then we need to, for me also, once I forgot, then I have deleted it again. I went and
So
again.
we can reset. But
Normally,
the
I keep capital P password at 1, 2, 3.
yeah, but here again, these Azure, if you remember last 1 week, they changed a lot the UI. Do you remember that?
Okay, some new build has come. It seems to.
Yeah, the new build has come. So I'm going to find just a minute.
We have to delete it. That's all. No other go.
We have the password reset is there.
Oh, okay.
Earlier we used to have here only. Here I can see that reset password command. Now it is.
No, it is not there.
Just my there will be one thing here I can open this.
So when are you planning to complete the course?
Still I need to cover some 6 to 7 topics. Maybe another 7 to 8 days.
Next week.
Next week maybe. If you remember, we need this. Why
Yes.
we need this?
Yes, we have to put the project over there.
Not project.
VM1, VM2.
Yeah, to identify from which
to identify which one you are getting it.
Getting output from.
Yes. We are looking into a load balancer again.
Yeah, so they same load balancer, but this is the different load balancer.
Okay.
What are we trying to create now?
Load balancer.
What is the name of it?
Name?
Traffic manager. No, it's traffic manager.
Oh, okay, traffic manager.
Are you here, Rahul?
No.
Yeah.
Traffic manager is almost like a load balancer.
It is a load balancer, or not almost. It's a load balancer.
Okay.
Let us will create. Now let us do one thing. Let me create a look for traffic manager. Traffic manager profiles. Create load balancing traffic manager. Create. Select, give a name. Load balancer traffic manager settings. Give any name. Select the priority method. Select a resource group. Create. Here you are creating the the traffic manager load balancer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for the normal scenario, we will use load balancer or a traffic manager?
Depending upon the application. In your architecture, they will tell you, please create load balancer for this application. If it is a very big application, number of users are in hundreds, in thousands, guys. For example, there is active number of users on that portal at any given point of time is more than 20,000, 30,000. Then you have to select this load traffic manager. Why?
Because of configurations.
Low latency, because of low latency.
Okay.
Traffic manager is better than normal load balancer. The reason?
So load balancer will not maintain this traffic.
Guys, traffic manager is also one type of load balancer.
Correct.
Currently, here we have seen one load balancer. Na?
Right.
What is the difference between these two load balancer, normal load balancer, traffic manager?
That's what you said. Like only for a small traffic, we can use load balancer. For a huge traffic, we can use a traffic manager.
What is the advantage of traffic manager?
So
you can decide the routing method. Only one thing, you can decide the routing method. How you want to.
Based on some the 6 dependencies, we can create it.
Configuration.
Routing method, weightage,
Yeah.
subnet.
Yeah, like that. Now, guys, you can see this is my see, I have configured it. Go and look for endpoints. What is an endpoint? Your VMs, correct?
Okay.
This is VM1 endpoint. Select public IP. Select this IP. Give a priority like 1. Okay. If I select the other one, can you see? When I select VM1, I did not get any error message. Can you see that there? But when I select VM3, I get an error message. What is the error?
No DNS name is configured. That we didn't add it.
We did not add it. For
Right.
VM, we added, so no error, correct?
Right. For
And
VM2, VM3, we didn't add it.
Yeah, we haven't added. If you look at here, when I've selected priority as 1 to it, can you see health checks enable or always serve traffic? Which should be the best thing? What is health check? The health pro. Guys, we should enable it or not?
Let's enable, yeah.
Otherwise, what will happen?
It won't check.
After some time, the VM may go down because the load balancer keep on giving the traffic to the same VM.
Correct.
You get the point?
Yes.
Along with the priority check, enable this. What happens if you don't enable it?
It will get hang or somewhere it will drop.
Always, it will be, you always enable that.
Right.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we have to do one more thing. What is that thing? We have to add DNS name.
DNS name for VM3.
Yeah, VM3. So how will you give? Click network settings. Click on public IP.
IP configuration.
Give any name. That has to be unique. That. Now go to this VM and open this.
So at last, finally, you will do one project by using all the things and deploy.
This is the project that which we are going to do. Yes. This is the. I've shown you one architecture.
By using Terraform, YAML script, SonarQube.
No. This we will deploy a lot of things by using Terraform, but at the end we will be deploying this project.
Okay.
We are configuring authentication in AD. How it will be done in real time. If this is the architecture diagram, how will you deploy that? Everything. The single sign-on, the authentication part, this APIM part, this front-end, back-end DB.
In real time, this is how it happens.
Yeah, this is how we. This picture you will be given to you. I told you in the advanced course. Total 12 diagrams will be given to you guys. Okay. Total 12 different architectures.
Okay.
And each architecture, for example, the same architecture can be deployed using Docker or Kubernetes or Terraform. Okay. Same project can be implemented anywhere in real time. So what we will be doing, I have selected, there will be 8 common projects which we may get in real time. 8 common. That means you'll always get a project from those 8 sections.
So that will be happening in advance only.
Yeah, advance only because we don't have time, guys. Because we have to allocate good amount of time there. If you need at least some 3 to 4 days to complete one project, at least 4 to 5 hours. If you want to complete everything, that is again something else. Forget about that for now.
Okay.
Here we will cover this project. I have shown
only one project will cover.
Yeah, only one project will cover.
By using all the things.
All the things, whatever mentioned there.
Okay. In real time.
In real time. Now this is done. Now let us add this as well to the traffic manager. It will be deployed. Once it is deployed, no need to add VM2, correct? If there is a name, it is from VM1. If it is no name, VM2, correct?
Okay.
So let me disconnect. Done. Now what we need to do? Look for traffic manager profile. Endpoint. I'm adding VM3. This is it. No error. Priority 2. Enable. If you know, whenever you create a VM, you will get an IP, correct?
Okay.
And if you create a Docker instance, you will get an IP. If you create an app service, you will get a domain name, correct? When you have created load balancer, what did you get? Front-end IP, do you remember? Is the front-end IP. Do you remember the front-end IP is there, no?
Yes, yes.
Here you will be having DNS name. No IP.
Right, right.
So here we don't have any IP. We'll have DNS name. So what is this?
VM1 has come.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
If you check in another browser, you'll get on.
Yeah. But try to look at the speed. When I click enter, how much time it is taking? Can you see that? Just refresh time. Look at the refresh time.
Okay. It's fast.
Fast. It is not like the load balancer.
Oh, okay.
Same, but look at the speed, nanoseconds.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. In the load balancer also,
it was slow.
Yeah, a little bit slow. It will take at least. Yeah, a little bit. But here, too fast. Can you see that?
Okay, that is the difference.
That is the advantage of using your traffic manager. And here, it is not completed. What you need to do, you need to copy this and you have to paste that in the DNS. See me, right?
Okay.
Select CNAME. Add, remove this HTTP. Now what will happen? Anyone, if you have already purchased venkatkoripalli.com,
okay.
If anyone enter www.venkatkoripalli.com,
you'll be getting it.
They will be redirecting to the traffic manager URL, correct?
Yes. Yes.
From here to the VMs.
Correct.
Why traffic manager is a DNS-based load balancer?
Yes.
You will be adding at the DNS space only. There only will be adding it. And the main advantage, the fastness.
Correct.
The low latency. Zero latency. The answer you will get in nanoseconds. When there is a very big crowd, big users, long number of
huge traffic. Yeah.
Yeah, huge traffic. Then you have to configure this. Okay. And we have 12 more minutes. So can I cover a small topic, very small topic, but important topic? Can you see service health?
Okay.
Actually, whenever you join any company, you don't create the service health. It is already there, guys, created by some people in your company. And what will happen in real time? Your project managers will get emails from Azure. Example email. All VMs in East US region will get updated next Monday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. What's the meaning of that?
They'll get update 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Everyone will be getting it.
Every VM in that region, they will get the updates, correct?
Okay, yes.
And what is the meaning of that?
There are some changes.
Yeah. Those VMs, will they get offline in the restart time?
They'll give offline, yeah.
After you install the update, what you will do?
Yeah.
You will restart, na?
Yes.
When you restart, what will happen?
Everything will get shut down.
That means if it is a very big update, it will take at least 10 to 20 minutes to restart, na?
That is why they are giving update, yeah.
Yeah. Then what happens to our application in the 30 minutes?
It will get off. So that is why it will get balancing.
Yeah. If you configure load balance and everything, then
it will balance.
It will balance, nothing will happen. But if you don't, if you have only one VM, what will happen?
Then that's all, it will crash.
Yeah. So, but your project manager, does he know all these things? Load balancer, this and that? He don't know that. Whenever he receive an email from Microsoft saying, yeah, your VM may not work from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. in the East US region, the first question he will ask, what question he will ask? Do we have any application in that? No. Do we have any application in that region? Okay. If we say yes, then he will panic. We need to communicate the client saying the application may not work. But because he doesn't know, there is a concept called load balancer, correct?
Yes.
If there is a load balancer, no need to worry. It will take care, correct? It will never allow all VMs to get the updates at the same time. Okay. Then what you need to tell them, don't need to worry. It has been taken care. The load balancer will take care about that. You just ignore the message from Microsoft. You need to tell that to him, correct?
Yes.
So periodically, and that is one scenario. I'll explain one more scenario. The other scenario, what will happen? You deployed something to the cloud, some website, and what happened? You will get a security threat message from Microsoft. They will tell you this application, this particular code snippet, it is open for an attack. Some hacker try to attack it. You will receive those type of messages from Microsoft. Then what we need to do?
We need to shut down or something.
We need to ask the programmer to solve it. There is a loophole in your application. Please, we ask him to change the code snippet which is open to that.
Okay.
So if it is a security threat, we need to definitely attend it. Correct or not?
Yes.
If it is a normal update information, no need to take any action over that.
Yeah.
So guys, you can see there will be mainly 4 services for advisories: service issues, plan maintenance, health advisories, security advisories. Service issues, nothing but sometimes what will happen? app services in region East US may perform with a lot latency because of some problem in that region from some time, Monday 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. App services may perform slow. Then what you need to do? It's a service issue. You can't do anything, correct?
Yes.
You need to inform that to the client, telling
Yes.
we got an information from Microsoft in this region.
So and so time.
There may be a little bit slow. We need to just inform it. No need to take any action, correct?
Okay.
If it is a service issue. What is
Right.
planned maintenance?
It is already planned.
Yeah, you know, not the VMC concept.
Right.
What's health advisory? Yeah, I'll tell you. This I have explained. Security advisory means the threat, the code
Correct.
threat. You need to
Right.
ask the programmer to rewrite it.
Right.
Health advisory, very simple. There is a DB. Current space is 10 GB. It reached 9.5 GB. What happens after a week?
No space.
No space. So that is the health advisory. Then what you need to do?
We need to delete some files.
No, we need to increase the space. How can you delete?
How
Data
will
from-
it increase the space if capacity is
Yeah,
maximum?
that I'll tell you. How to scale up, how to increase the space. I'll tell you that. When we do the main project is there, the SQL
Okay.
database. There we have to, I'll tell you how to increase the space. So health advisory means, yeah, you have to take an action. If you don't take an action, what will happen?
It will crash or something, or like
Not crash.
nothing will
No
update.
user can register in the website.
But
Correct?
no space will be there. That message will be error pop-up will be there. That's all.
Yeah. So these type of issues can be
Solved by using traffic manager.
solved in the service health. But
Okay.
here, in your company, if there is already no service health alert has created, what you need to do? Can you see create service health alert?
Right.
Create that, and you need to assign an action group. What is the meaning of action group? Select action group. That means in your company, you will be
Overall,
having
yeah.
who are going to take an action. Example, assume there is no action group, then create an action group. How will you create? Select a resource group and give a name, some name, display name, notifications. Here, select email. What is the meaning of that?
Email of the person, so that like for everyone it has to go.
Yeah, for example, Microsoft wants to send some notification to you. To
Right.
whom you will send? Your project manager email ID actually.
Okay.
And SMS means
My mobile.
mobile, voice, call, or
Yes.
if there is any app. So Microsoft wants to communicate with us with these means, correct?
Yeah.
You have to assign that and save and create. Then what will happen? That action group will receive that email. All these 4 issues emails.
Okay.
Understood something? In real time, will you create any service health alert? No, it is already created
It's already yes.
because it is there from long. When you join any company, it is
It's
already
one
there.
time. It's
It's
one
a
time.
one-time thing.
Yes.
If your project manager changed, he left the company, then you need to update the email. That's
Like.
it's already set up.
Right.
Understood?
Yes.
Okay, that is a small thing called service health. Generally, you will get a lot of messages from that particular project manager. He used to call you. Okay, I get a mail from Microsoft. Something may not work somewhere. So what do we need to do? Are you getting my point?
Okay. Yes.
Those types of things may come.
Like I can give example, like from banks and all, they'll be saying like so and say Sundays and all, like it will get off or like it'll be down.
Yeah.
Server setup is going on like that.
Yes.
Welcome to LWPLABS. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to view free Azure DevOps live classes. And for more videos like this, please contact the number shown in the description. Happy learning!